What's up guys, welcome back to Gamers Be Like, I'm Bond, and today we are having a quick look at Moonlighter. This is a indie game that is available now for about $20 or £16-ish on PS4 and Xbox One. So it's kind of hard to explain, so I'm just gonna get into it. Like, I've heard comparisons to Zelda, which, I mean, I can't really see, to be honest with you, but it's more of a, I don't know how to put it. It's more of like a strategy game, or management game, I guess. But basically, you're this character called Will, who's in this world where there's these dungeons that you can go into and gather resources to then sell at your shop. And then in your shop, you manage the prices to try and figure out what people will buy or not buy. So yeah, here I am. I'm waking up in my shop. So you can see I'm selling these mushrooms. So if we take a quick look at this notebook, let me see. So, for example, this book. Let's find something better. Okay, yeah. So this broken sword, you can see on the right side selling and reactions. Selling it at 50 coins is underpriced and people think it's a steal, so they have little coins in their eyes. Selling it for 150 would be the perfect price. So that's why, they're happy with the price, but it's not insanely cheap. That middle one that I don't know the price of for this one is slightly overpriced. They'll still buy it, but they won't be happy about it. I haven't really seen any repercussions to selling it like that, to be honest. But, and then the last one is just overpriced. They'll just pick it up, look at it and go, no, and not buy it. So you gotta try and figure out what items sell for. And then, once you get money, you can see up in the top left I have 23,624 coins. Once you got enough money, you can go and buy, upgrades for, armor, swords, big swords, spears, gloves, bows. So, so there's a variety of weapons. You also, the stuff you find, you can sell it, but if you look in the bottom right here, you can see there is, you need, I'm trying to remember what the name, that's the problem I have here, I can't remember, it doesn't tell you what the names of these things are, it's just pictures, but I think it's fabric, water spheres, and foundry runes or something like that. So, if you sell everything, you're not going to have the resources to upgrade your stuff, so there's that decision to take into account too. There's also this board over here where you can invest in other stores and stuff in the town. So I bought the forge, which I was just at, the wooden hat, which we'll go to in a minute. There's a retailer and a hawker. The hawker guy's down here. Oh, he's not out at night. Okay. Basically, he sells you stuff that accessorizes your store, like pictures or flowers and pots and like just decorations in general. And they'll have certain perks, like shoppers will tip more, they'll be more willing to wait around longer, you'll be less likely to get shoplifters, yeah, stuff like that. So there's quite a lot of depth to the shop stuff. So this lady sells like potions and stuff. We're gonna buy a few of these before we head out. Oh, I don't have enough of the red jelly. Uh-oh. See, I shouldn't have sold that. All that red jelly I was selling. Oh, yeah, she also does enchantments. So as you can see, I could enchant this sword and shield for 32,000. I only have 22,000 at the moment, so I can't do it yet. But hopefully, by the end of this video, we will. Big sword I could enchant. Still have the broom. I could enchant that. Gloves. Bows. I haven't really tested too many of the other weapons other than the The sword and shield. And there's the retail. He's basically just my competition, but he sells stuff way more overpriced. It's basically just a way that if you don't want to go to the dungeon, you can buy a resource you might need to upgrade. So, as you can see, it's pretty dark at the moment, but because it's night time. But these two dungeons that I have open yet, you gotta beat a dungeon to unlock the next one. So this is the one I have unlocked, but I'll show off this first one first. We'll go in the other one later. Do a quick run in here. So every time you go into these dungeons, they're different. They're randomly generated, but the staples are the same. There's 4 or 3 floors and a boss. And you're not realistically going to get through it first try. Is this crashed? That is one thing. I have had a couple glitches with this game, one of which forced me to reboot the game. So it hasn't crashed, but the one I was done selling stuff for the day and I closed up shop and there was a customer still in my house. She was just standing there. I went to bed and woke up and she was still there and it wouldn't let me leave my house. The only thing I could do was turn off the game and start it up again. So that was kind of annoying. The other one I had was it wouldn't let me access the chest, like your storage chest at your house. And it to get that, to fix that, to come into the dungeon and come back out again. So as you can see, my sword's fairly upgraded, so one-shotting most of these things for now. There's that red jelly I need. That's the other reason for coming in here, so I could get more red jelly. And why isn't that equipped? There we go. So see, there's chests too. So you can see there's there's like a grid format to the maps each time. So if we press back, so you can see that arrow, that's where we came in, but we don't know what's around and it changes every time, like I said. So no 2 runs are the same. At least I can get more of this red jelly. So the map format, I guess, is very similar to like Link to the Past. Okay, yeah, these are in, I think they're on every floor, in every dungeon. They're like little campsites that this guy called Pete, who was in here before you, I think he's your dad, but I'm not 100% sure on that. He leaves all these notes for you to give you clues. And this guy's telling you about resources that drop from enemies. Like those golem cores are specific to this dungeon, you can't get them in the other ones. Oh, and I fell down a hole. Sometimes that you can drop down the hole and find it. Find a hidden room at the bottom called secret rooms. There wasn't one there, unfortunately. Took damage. Thankfully, it doesn't kill you. So if you do happen to die while you're in here, you will lose your so the stuff that's like in your pockets or whatever. You won't lose that, but you will lose everything that's in this bag section. So there's like a risk reward thing, and to leave you can so you hold B, but I'll show you in here for ease. This merchant pendant. It says this pendant allows merchants to return from dungeons in exchange for gold. So you pay the 200 gold and you leave with all your stuff. Each dungeon it gets more expensive to leave, but the items in the later dungeons are worth more. So you know, as long as you've got enough stuff in your inventory, you can still make a profit off it. There will be a sparkle showing hidden rooms, I'm just not very good at seeing them. So sometimes I'll just throw myself down a hole to see. Oh, the other thing you saw in the inventory, this one that's 1,000 gold, is a portal, so you can go back to the shop and drop off your items and come back once. And okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but in the bottom left, next to the, like down here, there was some sparkles in the blackness. That means there's a room down here, as you can see. So we'll hit use on this. It's gonna spawn. Enemies. I'm not sure. Oh. I've killed 1,000 golems. Yeah, my inventory is full. So the stuff... Wait, no it's not. Why is this not on there? See, I'm not sure why it does that sometimes. Can you use it? Okay, I can use it again. Doesn't drop me any more loot though. Look at it. Unless there's like an end or something. Let's check it out. I haven't actually tried this. I've been into one of these types of rooms once. I'm not sure. Oh, wait, this chest respawned. Damn it. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, this guy you can't hurt until he has all like that. Hit me in the process, but whatever. So, yeah, my inventory is full now. For real, I think. No duplicates, so the stuff, like these are taking up 2 separate slots because they have different like requirements to them. For this one must be placed at the top or the bottom of the bag, this one must be placed on the left or the right, so they can't, because they're technically 2 different things, they'll take up 2 different slots, which is kind of annoying. So we're gonna get rid of these leaves, they're not really worth much, and they don't really do much either from my experience. Ah, okay, so here's some cool stuff. So this thing, you see that little symbol in the top right, the white, and the look kind of like a switch controller almost. But you see, in the direction it's placed, it will duplicate the stuff into that. So, for example, it will turn those teeth stones into golem designs. Which it won't, because there's a stack. The stack limits are different on everything. For example, this one's 5 and this one's 10. So I think this one might be 5 also. So that will turn into 5 of those because it can't go over 5. This one will. See, that's another problem. The stuff in the right side of the chest, it goes off the side of the screen. You can't see it. So this one will immediately send the item in the direction to the shop. So this will free up some stuff in your inventory. So we're going to trying to figure out what I want to send back. We'll send back the goop. So you see that goop's gone. We'll get my broom back. So again, that's another duplicating one. This is you don't know what it is until you get out, so it's kind of a gamble. And this one is a fragile item. It'll break if you receive too many hits while it's in your inventory. So what we're gonna do is, so yeah, the stuff that you have too much of, you can just dump in here, and it will instantly like sell it for. It will give you gold for like a nowhere near what it's worth, but you know it's better than nothing if you're trying to get stuff to come out the dungeon with. So for this book, I'm gonna turn these twigs into it, or roots, I think they're called. Yeah. So I need to find room for the rest of this. We're going to scrap one of these because I have a lot of those at the shop anyway. I think I have a few golem chisels. No, we're going to get rid of these. We're going to take the mystery item and then. So you can check on stuff here. So these are only worth 100. Look. So I think I might get rid of those. So they're worth 100, I got 137 for 4 of them. That shows you how much of a markdown. Can I keep tapping this? Oh god, there's a lot of them. As you can see, I'm rolling around. Come on, come down. Thank you. Okay, this guy needs to hit a wall. Thank you. Right. Oh, an achievement. Sweet. Ooh, I got a red chest for that one. These ones usually have really good stuff in them. Okay, so this is another, it'll send it to town. So we're going to go ahead and send these random items to town. This is another town one, so we'll go ahead and send... what do we want to send? We'll send the fragile item. And it won't have to worry about getting hit too much for that. That one is, it will destroy the item above it upon return to town, so putting it at the top it won't destroy anything. This one's the same, but it will do it as soon as you put it down. Except there's a pretty blatant typo in there. Direction Shawan instead of shown. So we'll put that there. Okay, this is another duplicating thing, so we want one with preferably, okay, we'll use the glass lenses. I don't have too much in the way of quantity now, so I don't know what I'm going to duplicate this into. Yeah, I'm not sure. Might just leave it. This one's no, we've got two more duplicating things. Okay, we're going to put one there. I think I have enough of that iron stuff, hardened steel. I'll put that one there because I've got enough of those crystals, but I do want this, so that can go there. I am gonna take the rune tool over the chisel. And I'm gonna leave the rest of it. So my inventory is pretty damn full at this point. Pretty much should leave. But I will show you guys the next floor real quick, just to show you how that works. Okay, so here, this is the door to the next floor. As you see, got him dungeon 2. And if you look up top, I'm on 2, and then the last one's the boss, but I've already killed the boss in this dungeon, so you get there and it's just an empty room, you can't do anything. So we're just going to hold down B. Costs 300 coins now. I think that's because I was on level 2, I should have just left on level 1. So this will take us back to the shop, or next to it, and we can start selling stuff. So, for example, I'm not sure what... I have a lot of these pages now. I'm not sure what these pages actually do for you, other than are worth money. So you can see, these I sold for 1,000 before, which was too cheap. So I'm going to bump it up and try and find that sweet spot. So we're going to charge 1,600. Let's see what that does. So there's Golden Designs 2, Golden Designs 3, I sold for 1,200, that was the sweet spot. That makes me think I shouldn't be charging 1,600 for these, let's go with 1,200. The same as 3. They're 2, we'll wait and see what those other 2 sell for first. You could sell them one by one if you wanted, for example. And then see how it goes, but I'm just going to sell them for that. And a bulk, see what happens. So this golem volume, not worth too much, sort of for 400. We'll keep it at that price. Do I have any ones? I'll go mining design. No. Okay, so that's that. So on this one, we'll keep the 2s for now. 3, we know how much it sells for. Yeah. Do we know how much these mine designs sell for? Yep, 400. Fabric. Actually, no, I want to keep fabric. That's useful for making armor. We'll throw those golems on. We'll throw that rune tool on. Which I believe, yep, that was the price. So we filled up my store for now. Go ahead and open the shop. So, right off the bat, this guy's a shoplifter. He's going to try and steal something. I seem to get them a lot. Oh, I'm not sure if maybe overcharging too much, like the slightly overcharged where they still buy, makes these people come in, or just overcharge it in general, but seems like I get a decent amount on it. So, yeah, to stop him, just roll into him, and then you get your stuff back, and you can put them back. So 100 was still overpriced. We're going to try 50. Okay, this person, I think, is looking for maps and stuff, I believe. So yeah, if you leave them, once they pick up an item, they'll come here and queue. And if you leave them standing there too long, they'll just walk out. They won't. They'll just change their mind. Oh, sweet spot on the mushrooms. So as you can see, I've easily made my money back on the 300 I spent to get out of the dungeon. So here's another shoplifter. Not sure why it looks like he's got snot hanging out his nose, but there we go. Alright, well, while he's figuring it out, were those 1200 was the speed spot for that. So we're going to put those onto for sale. Along with that one. Stop him from stealing it. Okay, so you can see that person's waiting up there now. What did this person pick up? Golem designs 1. 1250. That makes me think I can get away with. Let's try 1300 on these. I'm coming. Thank you for dropping a Moonlighter. Money, 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 money. Alright, let's try and put these back. Did I ever figure out the price? No, that was the right price. Cool. So I'm not going to sell this fabric or this rich jelly because I want to keep it. So, doesn't look like there's any shoplifters coming in. We'll hurry up and go and do that real quick. So these are my chests. Oh yeah, there was that one thing I sent straight back. Forgot about that. But there was a couple things I sent straight back, wasn't there? Which chest did they go in? Designs, books. Not sure. We'll just sell this stuff. Got a slot on here. Oh, we don't know how much Golem History 1 sells for. 1500 was cheap for 3. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try and charge 2 grand a pop. And then this one, I'm guessing this one's gonna be even more valuable because it's from the that's actually from the second dungeon, which we'll go to in the next after this day's over. So we're gonna try to charge 3 grand for that. See what happens. After this day, hopefully, I'll have enough to buy a store upgrade actually. Oh sweet, nailed it. Price on these. 8400. Bringing in the money. I'm gonna have Scrooge McDuck pools of gold. Do I have anything else to put down? I did. Golem designs. Yeah, that was the sweet spot. And then. Alright. Yeah, see, I charged $3 grand for that book and it was still too little. Whatever. Oh, there's another shoplifter. Oh yeah, you don't have to go behind the counter either, you can just do it right there. I just like doing it because it's, I don't know, it feels right, so to speak. That burglar's just gonna stand there, what an idiot. Too late. Nothing left to steal. And that's the end of the day, which is good because I'd run out of stuff to sell anyway, or the stuff that I wanted to sell. So, as you can see, here's a rundown of what I sold. I made 64,000 gold, coins, whatever. That's a nice amount of money. So, oh wait, it needs to be daytime to buy the upgrade, which we will buy, because it will allow me to, I think, put more decorations down to get more tips and stuff. Although I could buy the sword upgrade, maybe I should buy that first actually. Because that'll cost me 32,000, yeah, so I don't have enough of both. But yeah, here's the upgrade, so yeah, 60,000 will give me shop level 2. Which, you know, gives me an extra couple of things and... cash registers increase the tips you get, so at the moment I'm on the one for 10%. I'm not sure what the point of these cheap sale boxes are. You put items in there and sell it for a 75% discount. But I mean, I'm not sure why you want to do that. I haven't bought any of this stuff yet. But yeah, I think I'm going to buy the sword upgrade over. So we'll talk to Eris again. We would like an enchantment on this. 32,000. Ooh, I can upgrade it again. I have enough as well. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. Oh, there's another upgrade on this one? Damn. Alright, so that should be pretty good for the next dungeon now. So I was slightly underpowered for floor 3, I think I was on. So we might actually make it to the boss. Why is it saying I have 2 items in my bag? I have 1. Weird. So we'll take the broom with me. The only reason I'm keeping the broom with me, by the way, is there's an achievement for beating all the bosses with the broom, like the final hit. I missed the first boss, but I still want to try and do the other ones. Oh yeah, I wanted to buy potions off her. That was a point. Can I upgrade my armor? Probably not. Probably spend all my money. Yeah, 44,000. I don't have the... Wait, am I not? Iron chest plate, that's what I have. There we go. 44,000, I do have what it takes to upgrade it though. That would be a nice buff. What are the boots that I'm wearing? Oh, okay, this is a helmet. These are the chest pieces. Right, okay, I get that now. I like the ones that give me a little bit more speed. Either way, I don't have enough to upgrade them, so we're gonna go... And you can actually not hit these trees and they'll sometimes spit out a few coins, but it, you know, it's literally a few coins. There you go. Got 2 coins. Not really sure what the point of that is, but you know, it's a little bit of fun. Right, so we want to buy a few of these. I have 5. Right. We'll also grab Mind you, they cost 5 grand. That's pretty hefty. Yeah, no, we'll just explore it. You can buy these potions you see in there that let you reveal the map, or there's a cheaper one that the fireflies will show you where the next level of the dungeon is. But yeah, we'll just. So it's quite an addictive gameplay loop if you're into that type of management thing. You know, trying to level up your shop and then go and get more stuff to sell in the shop to then level up more, and then use that money to upgrade your gear so that you can do harder dungeons to get more valuable items to sell in your shop. So you know, you can see where that's going. It's just each dungeon is kind of like a tier too. There's like I said, 4 dungeons. I think there's a 5th one as well, but I'm not 100% sure on that. You go in and get. Each dungeon is more valuable, costs more to do stuff in it and stuff. So if we look here, looks 800 to get out of this one. There's another glitch I'm talking about. You come out the menu and it's black, or dimmed. Ooh, I'm one hitting floor 1. It's pretty cool. Okay, these floors these things I'm not entirely sure what they are, but I think they're portals into like that next dungeon. So this will be the 3rd dungeon, because I came into this forest area when I was in the golem dungeon once or twice. So these enemies will actually be quite a bit harder. Luckily I've got a upgraded sword a couple times, and they hurt. Oh my god, do they hurt. But, you know, get some good resources from them. Let's get out of here. There is a story as well. You're basically there's merchants and heroes, and the heroes are ones that come into the dungeon looking to kill the boss. Merchants are the ones that come in looking for just stuff to sell to make a living from it. Goddamn, I did that again. And basically, I think it's your father went in and he never came back. There's a healing spring. There's only so much you can use it though. So that's actually the way to go to floor 2. If you pass this, you're on the right way to floor 2. That little nugget info was dropped in one of those books. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure your dad is the one that's leaving the notes. That guy called Pete. So you're somewhat fascinated with these dungeons too, the way they randomly generate themselves around the person that enters, and you're trying to solve the mystery. And like killing the bosses, you get a key, and there's this 5th gate that no one knows what it's about. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a 5th dungeon, but I'm not sure if you just go in there as a boss or something, or the end of the game. Who knows? I'm not sure. But that's pretty much the story. You're just trying to get all the keys. See, so some decent weight. I don't want you destroying it. Oh, we're on the right way to floor 3 too. Nice. I'm still one-hitting enemies. Man, those upgrades were worth it. Okay, hang on. What is rubbish here? Sells for like 50, we'll scrap that. Do we know how much this sells for? Something more than 700, oh, this duplicate one. So that's another glitch. Like you see the way there's that selection thing over the mirror thing still. So that's kind of the thing I was talking about. There's a lot of kind of small glitches in this game. I've had 2 fairly big ones, but thankfully they didn't affect me too much. there's quite a few little minor ones like that, little graphical glitches. Hopefully they'll get ironed out and they'll fix them. Ooh. Ran out of room for this potion. So I'll just use one. So take it. Here's a note. For the life of me, I cannot find the old bow in the wood nor iron chests. Accidentally read it again. Okay. So we're gonna go right, I guess. I could do with that orange gloop. These petals aren't worth that much. I'm not sure what the upgrade use is. Life fluid's actually pretty valuable. It's worth between 300 and 440 somewhere. Wait. What's the thing I'm talking about? Okay, here's the end. Whoa, all these enemies. Just spit everywhere. Okay. Floor 3, this is as far as I made it, so we might actually get to see a boss here. Towards the end. I will say I've played this, I'm currently playing on my Xbox One S, but I have played it on the X, and the loading is much faster on the X than the S, but that's not entirely surprising. Okay, so we're in Forest Dungeon 3. Really? Get off me. Oh, that dude's spitting that lava. Crap. Oh, it's taking 2 hits now. Ah. Okay, so go through this one. Get rid of this guy. Oh, there's a chest. Anything to... Oh yeah, okay, here. This will send it back to store. So that's useful. We'll send the... I don't know what we'll send. We'll send this life fluid back, because that's a full stack. That will break it when placed. Break, 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 fragile. That's pretty annoying. What is this? Oh, jotting, so they're like books. They'd definitely be worth something. Gee, have I figured out how much they're worth? They're worth well over 1500 apparently. Speed powder, that's worth quite a bit too. This I need for upgrades, so I'm definitely taking that. We want that goop. Not worth that much. I'm pretty sure you need this for upgrades, so I want to take it. We might actually just scrap the... Oh, the carrots are worth something. Or forest fruit, sorry, they look like carrots to me. I'm gonna scrap this life fluid. Oh, this magic mushroom's not worth much, we'll scrap that too. Take that. These are worth this. Oh, there's only one of them. So whatever, we'll scrap it. Do I want these upgrade tools? Upgrade diamond empowering crystals. These are the things you use to enchant your swords. There's upgrades that I bought. I think I might scrap them. Oh, there's that dimming glitch again. So just opening the inventory and closing it again will fix it. Why is there a path down here? Thought maybe there'd be like a secret wall or something. That'd have been cool. Wait, is this a dead end? Damn it. so up or left, up or left, let's go left. What is that? That's a spear. Okay, we're making room for that. Hang on. Scrap this stuff. Again, that's happened a lot. Did I get the spear? Golden drill spear, yeah. Definitely want that. It's a new weapon. I ain't got room for all of this. Okay, hopefully there's something that can be used to send stuff back to the shop in this chest. We'll find out though. Wait, is that body? Oh. I've got one. Send that stack back. Damn it. I might as well leave the rest of it. This is a weird dead end room. Okay, so we should have probably gone. Oh wait, there's another door here. Is this the right way? No. Bad man. Nothing. Not send anything back to the shop, so we'll just leave it for now. Damn it, we found this dude. I've managed to go every wrong way so far. Oh, yeah, he's talking about the pendants, which we already know about. That's the thing we hobby. And then he starts talking about how the heroes would frown upon the wanderers for trying to make money off it, or the merchants, I mean. Ow. That healing spring better be coming up soon. Hopefully it's in here. Thank you. Ah, we got another choice, left or up. Let's go up. Up was the right one last time. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the way we want to go. Okay, so we're gonna. Is there anything? Yeah, we can send one item back to the shop. We'll send the spear back. No, we can't. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna use that 8,000 portal I was talking about, so that I can clear up my inventory and get back here before we fight the boss. Quite expensive, but hopefully I will be able to make that money back. I mean, as you saw, I went through the golem dungeon once and made 60 grand, so hopefully the 8 grand is nothing. Especially if I can kill the boss. The boss will have a chest that'll have stuff in it that seems usually quite valuable. So we're just gonna go and drop it all off. Deal with it later. Not enough room in that chest. Oops. Oh! There we go. Need that shop upgrade though and run out of storage space. Or maybe buy the extra chest for 4 grand. That might be worth it. Ah, I forgot my broom. Spent all that time going with it and I moved everything out and forgot to put it back in. Oh well. Probably just give up on that now. It's wasting a slot in my inventory carrying it with me. Bummer. Oh well. Loading. Loading. Yeah, these load times are nowhere near as bad if you're playing on the X. I'm guessing the PS4 Pro would be the same too. Okay, so I'm gonna loot this chest. another chest, right? Somewhere? This one? Wait, I didn't come this way. Interesting. Moving the map. Oh, okay. Map's broken. There's another glitch. There was another chest, I thought, though. Nah, whatever. We'll just go to the boss. We'll go to the boss. Quit wasting time. This is to heal. Okay, let's see what this boss is. I haven't seen him before. Obviously, like I said, they don't respawn or anything, so... Well, he looks harmless. Never mind. Aggressive carnivorous mutate. Oh, okay. Oh, we moves. Oh. Ow! Stop it. That's a bad boss. Oh boy, okay. I don't know where I am. We've almost got him. There's that chest I was talking about. Boom. He was kind of tough. Lots of like bullets flying everywhere. Oop, there's the key for the that goes into that 5th door I was talking about. Alright, let's open the chest. Some random items. Oh wait. I was looking at my inventory. That was terrible. So we got a few books, which we found out quite valuable. So we don't want that. So why are you telling me how the mirror works? Make sure it's all... Alright, we're all good. And there's my portal out of here. I did get everything, right? Right, so that's pretty much the whole game. We'd go back to town now, sell the stuff to get more upgrades, to then take on the 3rd dungeon. Or go back into the 2nd dungeon, try and get more money from that. And that's pretty much the gameplay loop. It is surprisingly addictive, I find. I've found myself playing it. I think I'll just get on and play it a bit and find I've lost a few hours. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. Well, I mean, if you like the look of it, obviously. If you don't like the look of it, then probably not. Like I said, it is out right now. It is available for around $20 and £16 on PSN and Xbox Store. It's also available on Steam for around the same amount too. I think that's about all I have to say on that front. Thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to let me know in the comments. And if there's any games you would like me to show off, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do. And I'll see you in another video.